It's safe to say that I've been hooked on South Africa ever since I went my first time. It's like after the whitetail season here in North America, I start thinking South Africa. You said all we got to do is get one to stop. And you call them the clowns of the bushveld because they just keep moving like that and chasing each other. They never know where they're going to quit. I know every hunt can be unique in its own right, but the majority of the time, you spot the animal, decide whether it is trophy caliber, and then you put a stalk on it.
McWhorter Custom Rifles presents
You know, one of the aspects I really like about African hunting is the way you hunt. It's you, your pH, and you're stalking an animal and you're shooting off sticks. It's a whole lot different than I've hunted whitetail the last 50 years. That's probably why I like it so much. Join us this week as I try to fill the quest for 2 more slams in the same safari, the wildebeest and the springbuck slam. You don't want to miss this.
Precision Hunting TV is brought to you by McWhorter Custom Rifles, Extreme Wildlife Adventures, Swarovski Optique, Yeti Coolers, and Barber Creek Shooting Academy.
We are continuing our safari with Shaun Keeny in the Kalahari. It could not be going any better. We are going to be in his Kalahari concession, which he calls the Aragon. It's an expansive piece of property with a ton of plain games animals.
Hunting in Africa, I mean, there's no greater continent in the world to hunt. We have more game species available to hunt, so we can offer pretty much all 42 huntable species of game that South Africa has to offer. I can promise you, everybody that comes out here once, they will come back.
Here they come. Hit this one right here in the middle. He's all clear all by himself. Okay, when you're ready.
Shaun Keeny Safaris is the best place that you can go for a newbie or a veteran safari guy. He will take care of you. The animals are all mature and trophy caliber. In the thought of the 3 months between whitetail and South Africa time, it's all I ever asked for. We have some awesome animals on the ground, including a blessed buck slam. After we achieve this blessed buck slam in one day, I might add, Shaun decides, you know, we have other slams that we can pursue while we're here. We have the wildebeest and we have the springbuck. We had several days left in our safari. After the blessed buck slam, it was quite obvious we had plenty of time and the ability to get the wildebeest and the springbuck slam under our belts as well. We could not be more excited, and the anticipation was high.
You spotted something that's tickled your fancy.
The golden wildebeest.
Golden wildebeest. So yes, actually what we're going to do now is we're going to start the wildebeest slam. You don't know it yet, but we're starting the wildebeest slam.
Let's do it.
You loaded up?
I'm loaded.
You got enough bullets? Because after this morning, I hope you do.
Really? There's 3 wildebeests in the slam. The golden, the blue, and the black. Whichever presented the first opportunity, we were going to take it. As luck would have it, the first one was my favorite, the golden.
269.
To what?
269. Okay, let him come. Next gap. Next gap. Here he comes. You on him? Whoop! On the point of the shoulder, right?
Here he is. I got a golden wildebeest. It's going to look great back in Texas. And I may have to build a bigger house.
I think so.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well done. Got
Right.
on it quickly, sorted it out.
Got some chaos, like you say?
Always chaos.
I always chaos. So, I love the rings and the lines through the hide. Just gorgeous.
Oh, they're beautiful animals. Well done, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. With the golden wildebeest down, we decided the next morning was going to be us going after the black wildebeest.
This segment of Precision Hunting TV is brought to you by Sport Ear by Axel Hearing Performance.
With the golden wildebeest down, we decided the next morning was going to be us going after the black wildebeest. Boy, good morning.
Good morning, Lamar. Yeah, we're going to head out today, once again in Africa, so there's lots of animals of opportunity, but we're going to try to go target a black wildebeest. You know, we have the golden, we have the blue, and we have the black. The black likes to live in a more open terrain where the blues and the goldens tend to stay more in the thicker brush. So yeah, I think that's a game plan.
We got to start somewhere.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. The black wildebeest is on steroids. He's crazy. That for no reason, the herd will just bolt and run. You don't know what scared them or which direction they're going to go. Sometimes they're running straight at you and you think they're going to come right over you. And other times you think you got the perfect shot, you just need to wait, and all of a sudden all their heads go up and they're gone. You just no rhyme or reason to their skittishness.
Right. Kind of where we came driving along, we spotted a herd of black wildebeest. They're feeding. This open field behind us is there. This is where they like to be.
We spotted a big herd of wildebeest. Now, getting Seth ready with the camera, Shaun ready to pick the biggest one, me to get on the sticks and be prepared, and all three of those things to be in sync, it was proven to be tough.
See that one standing broadside, right in front of us?
Yeah.
Closest one?
Yeah.
You got him, Seth? Closest one to us, towards the right of it. Yeah, just watch him. Okay, take him. Go. Watching him. All the way to the right. This way. Down. Well done, sir.
That was awesome. I'll tell you so, that's crazy. The herd was just, you had the cows to the left and the bulls to the right, and what made it easier was that the bulls were all big. You
All
said
big.
all we got to do is get one to stop.
Yeah.
And you call them the clowns of
The bushveld.
the bush veld because they just keep moving like that and chasing each other. They never know where they're
Running
going
them
to quit. Yeah.
circles and
And all we had to do was get one of the bulls to stop because they were all big.
yeah.
And we finally got one. Took 2 or 3, but we finally got one broadside. 300 rum did the trick.
30 yards and he's down.
30 yards and he's down. And
2 of the 3 of the slammed down as well.
I tell you what I get to do now. I get to go put my hands on my first black wildebeest.
Let's go do it.
Let's go. Oh, his horns are bigger than I thought. Cool, look at that. Little mohawk on his nose. That's cool. Good shot too.
Perfect.
I'll take that.
In judging a trophy, we line it up with the eyes, so where the horns bend up, we want that in line with the eyes, and then the
Right.
tips coming up in line with the bosses, and as you can see, he meets that.
He meets that.
Okay, Lamar, this is number 2 of the 3 of the wildebeest slam.
Right.
So we got the golden and we got the black.
So we just got the blue left.
We got the blue left, the poor man's buffalo. So obviously they don't live in the open like these boys do, so we're gonna have to head into the brush a little bit and probably end up doing some tracking and closer range, thicker brush. Going to be an exciting hunt, so.
Well, the good news is we got lots of daylight left. So
Lots of daylight.
let's go find a blue.
Cool.
With an excellent shot from the McWhorter, I had my black wildebeest, and this was starting out to be an excellent hunt.
Precision Hunting TV is brought to you by Hoff Power Auto and Outdoor Stores, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, Sport Ear by Axel Hearing Performance, and Surge Pro by BioFac Crop Care.
James back with Barber Creek Long Range Shooting and Hunting School. We are going to talk a little bit about cold bore, is it fact or fiction? Now, in my experience, what I've seen, if it's a really poorly built barrel, in other words, you get a factory barrel that's not properly stress relieved and not vertically hung, then you can get some issues as the molecules start to heat up in a barrel and a barrel walk. You buy a Benchmark, a Brooks, a Bartline, a Proof Research, a Krager, a Hart, one of these really good barrels that are at least double stress relieved, we don't seem to see that. So we're going to go ahead and shoot this. If you notice, I've been holding this the whole time. If this was a warm gun, this would probably burn a little bit. Same with the barrel. I did that to show you that this is a cold gun, right? We went to lunch, we ate more than we should have. We're getting ready to shoot this at 1,000 yards. We're going to shoot a cold bore one shot, and then we're going to follow up with 3 more shots and show you that there really isn't any cold bore issue. So stand by, here we go. I'm going to hand the gun to Alan.
We got a 6.5 47 Lapua with a 26-inch 8-twist Brooks.
I'm going to jump behind the spotter. All right, we have,
Left to right.
I'm thinking you're only about a minute of wind.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, wind speed's going to calculate to almost 3 miles an hour, 2.5. All right, bottom left dot, spotter up.
Bottom left dot.
And the infamous cold bore shot first. Okay, right next to the bullseye. Again, cold barrel. Let's shoot at the same wind. Again, it's picking up a little bit, just shoot the same wind just so we can have the same shots. Okay, hit the same bullet hole or right next to it. Okay, let's do one more. Okay,
Oh, that shot high.
that much that high. Let's shoot it. Let's throw another one in there. Nice group.
Dead.
Okay. Now we had one bullet that went a little bit high, but it had nothing to do with cold bore. That was just probably a little bit extra powder charge, or
I ate too much at lunch.
or you ate too much at lunch. Bottom line, we shoot every single day. For the most part, let me just be as truthful as I can. We shoot 5 days a week here at Barber Creek Long Range Hunting School. Not every day, but we shoot all day, every day, 5 days a week, minus the weekend. And I have never seen a cold bore issue in any of these guns that we've shot. And we probably put, just to be realistic, about 6,000 rounds downrange, probably within 2 months. So I don't even want to try to calculate that for the year. Cold bore issue, not an issue. So now clean bore is another animal. We talked about that in one of the other videos that we did. The clean bore will be a little bit different than the rest of your shots, so that's why we said make sure you foul your gun. after you clean it, at least 1 or 2 shots before you get ready to go and hunt. That's another downrange shooting tip from Barber Creek Long Range Hunting and Shooting School. Thanks for joining us.
Precision Hunting TV is brought to you by Big & J Long Range Attractants, Capstone Precision Group, Brooks Barrels, Borden Accuracy, Trigger Tech, Revolution Safe Company, Safari Club International Foundation, and Browning Trail Cameras. This segment of Precision Hunting TV is brought to you by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, real Texas barbecue.
We heard of some blue wildebeest that would complete my slam, but on the way to look, we saw some black springbuck. Getting excited. When the PHs get excited, you get excited. So
What we could see from the distance, there's 2 really nice rams out of the 5, so it's going to take a closer look and see if we can start your springbuck slam.
So there you have it. What started off as a wildebeest slam is now ending up with me starting my springbuck slam. But that's the way things work in Africa. You take what the bush gives you.
There's a nice ram through here, but if we move, he's looking at us. Can you see that one?
One that's broadside.
Yeah. Yeah, right through that gap. Can you see this one right here in the middle? He's standing in a little gap between the wall. There's just one behind him that we need to clear. If he clears, there we go. Okay, he's moving. Okay, he's clear, sir. When you're ready, 256. Take him more. Good hit.
We couldn't see where exactly, but it sounded great, and he stumbled and he went to the left. Hopefully he's laying right over there.
See a big black springbuck.
I got my first springbuck, and it was a good one. The black springbuck.
Black springbuck.
This, 2 reasons. My first one, obviously, and I'm going for the slam. Another one is that this is what my wife wants in the house because she thinks they're all beautiful, and she is right. Look at this, would you?
And yeah, we're actually looking for blue wildebeest, and guys spotted 4 or 5 rams and jumped out the truck and made a stalk. And I mean, now where we're standing, it's actually kind of open, but from where we were a little bit lower, it's a bit thicker.
Really wasn't much chaos with this one.
No,
we're going to get
nice.
spoiled.
Yeah. Got you on the sticks in a nice gap. He was perfectly broadside. You hit him in the crease behind the shoulder. 300 round, big gun, and probably went 5 yards and went down. So, yeah. So now we started the slam. So we got
3 more to go.
3 more to go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
Well
my
done.
friend. Appreciate it very much.
Fantastic shooting again.
Another really cool animal is the nyala.
I'm driving around, spot some herd of sable cows, and I said to Seth, wow, this is a nice big herd of cows, and there's a nice bull with him. Be nice to get some footage.
Yeah.
So I'm still kind of looking, and next thing, boom, here's this big Nyala bull standing behind him.
He looked gorgeous too.
Wind's not great, but
We don't know until we try.
Yeah,
The sun's going down.
That's
so
why we got to try.
let's go find him.
Let's go find him.
Shaun has some really nice ones there. They are considered a little bit rare for a trophy.
See that sable moving there? Just to the right of this big tree. See that tunnel?
So we're after this nyala, and he is proving to be quite the quarry. He is one step ahead of us the whole time, it seems like. When I'm in position, he's not, or when he's in position, Seth's not, and we're just trying to get everything right. And it actually looked towards the end there that we were not going to get this done. But just as luck would have it, he decided to present himself to me in a shot that I could take at over 200 yards, which is not easy on the sticks, but I felt confident with my McQuarter.
Stop him again. Well done. Well done.
I started to squeeze the trigger, the rifle went off, and I had my knee on.
You're starting to get shaky. Down. Down. Chaos.
Dizzy never been.
See, when we film hunts, it's not chaotic.
This is gonna give me a heart attack doing this stuff.
See, it's a beautiful animal, you know, with the black, it fades into those brown legs with the white stripes, beautiful chevron face. Nice old bull, worn tips.
I want to tell you, friend, thank you. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. To end the day, we had a real treat back in camp. Carl had harvested some truffles on his place that were going to be part of the meal that night. It was going to be my first time to have them, and they were delicious.
Good.